אני טעיתי, אני בכיתי, אתה יודע. אני ניסיתי, אני קיוויתי, אתה שומע. Oh, hey YouTube, what's up guys? Back with another video to bring to you guys because I care about you guys so much and I want to distribute Torah to all you guys. And yes, I just said the word you guys, the words you guys a bunch of times because it's all about you guys over here. Over here on this channel, it's about you guys, you see? Okay, you guys. Okay. Yeah, so, today's video, or I should better say tonight's video, is going to be about, does the Tanach, i.e. the Bible, imply that King David of blessed memory is homosexual? God forbid. Right? Okay, so, I have a friend. Now it's funny that I say that I have a friend, not in the way you're thinking, but basically this friend is the same friend that inspired me to talk about the idea of does the Bible imply that a rabbit chews its cud? Okay, fine. Which is a different video. So he talked to me about that, but now he also talked to me about a different thing. So he mentioned to me that he actually tried to argue to me that the Bible does indeed imply that King David was homosexual. So we're going to look into this absolutely ridiculous claim. Okay, so it says this is 2 Samuel 126. 2 Samuel 126. So, what does it say? צר לי עליך אחי יהונתן, נעמת לי מאוד, נפלאת אהבתך לי מאהבת נשים. So in English that is, second, I am distressed over you, my brother Jonathan. You were so pleasant to me. Your love was more wondrous to me than the love of woman. So yeah, that's exactly what the verse says. So just to bring a tiny bit of context, not that it's so important perhaps to bring context, but it will, it could help us with some things. So first of all, Yehonatan, or Jonathan, in this verse, is the son of David. Okay. How do I know that? Because it says, where is this? This is verse, wait, just give me 2 seconds. Okay. Here it is. Okay. This is verse, 17 this is verse 17 of, 2 Samuel 1. So what does it say? Vaikonen David et hakina hazot al Shaul v'al Yehonatan beno. And David made a sad song. A kina means like a sad song, mourning over someone. That's what it means. So he made like a mournful, sad song over al Shaul v'al Yehonatan beno. Yeah. Et hakina hazot. Sorry, he made this mournful, sad song over Shaul, meaning over Saul, and over Jonathan, his son. Okay, that's what it says. Context of that is that basically there was a whole war with the Philistines that went on, and then the Philistines killed both of those people, and it was found out. Okay, fine. So now, which is obviously very unfortunate. Now, what do I mean when I say that he meant for that other verse to imply that King David was a homosexual? He was trying to say that because it says because it says that your love was more wondrous to me than the love of women, or as he initially put it, more than the love that I had for you, or whatever, it was more than any other woman, just whatever. Those were the exact words he put it into. I think he was inspired to say it like that based on a Christian-based translation, most probably. He even said that to me, which, in a lot of cases is just, it could put things off. But yeah, fine. He said that that's supposed to imply a homosexual connotation. So first of all, I decided to look into major Jewish commentaries on this, the Jewish traditional understanding of what's going on here, whether the Bible actually means to tell us that. So it will say there are a lot of interesting things brought up in it. One of them is that part of what this means maybe is that in a certain way Jonathan whatever this means, you can look this up in Tanach, whatever that's the name. Was like a woman, literally, to give such a strong love, whatever. I actually also looked at the Malbim on that. Again, it's not, but it wasn't really so important because, and I'll explain, because really, if you do look into it, what you're going to see is that there actually is no implication that's meant to be over here that of any homosexuality. It does not exist. This idea is completely ridiculous. I'm going to be honest. I mean, how would I explain it? Because if you read over here, yeah. So, okay, it says your love was more wondrous to me than the love of woman. He's saying this about his son who died. And that's how he exemplifies the love that he had for him, Jonathan, right? So, okay, men and women love each other. We know that. We know that men and women get married. That is part of nature. Okay, fine. Now, there's a strong love and connection that's between a man and woman, especially in marriage. Like that's all natural. Perhaps part of that is because due to the experiences that they have together, throughout all the time that they are together, that builds love and builds the connection and relationship between them. So that's all natural. Now, everything I just said, is that able to be a thing without having any sexual connotations? 100%. That could be described as a thing on its own. Now, there is such a thing as sexuality in a relationship between a husband and wife, let's say, which is important in its own way, and that could also increase connection, love and affection and all that. Okay, that's true. But I'm saying that what I just described before, that could be true without any sexual connotations going on at all. That would just be genuine love of each other. So, can a man and another man love each other? Yeah, why not? The Torah would be fine with that. There's actually nothing wrong with that. Men can love each other. What's wrong is if they have, homosexual. I mean, if men do homosexual actions, well, that's wrong. If men have homosexual desires, literally, that's also wrong. That has to be terminated as best as possible. Though that's wrong. But a man and a man loving each other genuinely is by no means supposed to connote anything homosexual. That does not contradict the idea of the Torah making sure that we're not homosexual people. I hope that what I'm saying is sensible to the viewers. I think we could all relate to what I'm saying. Like, obviously that's the way it is. So to say that the Torah is implying that King David, who the Torah says clearly the Torah makes clear is a righteous person, to say that the Torah says that clearly, or whatever, that it's supposed to clearly imply, if you will, in a straight up verse, get this, that what the Torah put as a very righteous man is homosexual, which the Torah says clearly, this is in Leviticus, it is an abomination to God. To make such a thing of a verse is so disgusting. Is just so, like, I'm lost for I'm lost for words, man. I mean, like, and anyone wants to maybe put some words in my mouth, I mean, go ahead. It's just it's like, there's a lot of chutzpah, if you will, that comes into that. There's a lot of, like, desire to just, like, see, to just, like, think and believe and be part of the terrible things that would have to come in for someone to actually believe something like that. Like and okay, I hope I'm not getting the wrong message. Like, I'm not getting across the wrong message. I'm not trying to say that this guy is this or whatever. I could understand that there's a misunderstanding, but it should be made clear that to just try to see things like that, it won't work, because, again, as I made clear, Leviticus does say what it says. It's just, you're trying to find reasons to now go against something. I mean, to try and make something acceptable that the Torah says behavior-wise is very bad, and try to make a verse seem like that, when by the way, like, you could interpret it the way I just did. Here's the thing: the major commentators did not. From what I've seen, okay, which were a few, there is absolutely no connotation within their writings, that of trying to respond to this idea of, oh wait, this verse imply anything homosexual. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Love of women, meaning, yeah, naturally the love between men and women is very strong, genuinely speaking. Okay, this verse doesn't talk about any sexual connotations. So he's saying that more wondrous than the love of women. Okay, so that means that the love that he had for his son is very strong. Which, by the way, another thing, that guy that talked to me about this verse, he probably did not even realize that Jonathan is his son. I think that again, I'm making assumptions, and I should clarify about this, but it almost, considering that, it almost seems like he just saw this verse somehow, or maybe was even referred to it by some argument out there, maybe on the internet, or who knows what, some article, who knows what, that tried to, make such a ridiculous argument. So yeah, this is my response for anyone that had any thoughts about this, that maybe heard an argument like this. That's what I want to share for you guys. And also for anyone who just saw the title of this video and was like, what? And decided to listen out to it. Yeah, so this is what I would like to give over to about it. So thank you guys very much. Have a good one, all YouTube viewers. I love you. So, which obviously is a very important resource. Just to go off topic for a few seconds, to know Torah, part of that inherently means to know Hebrew. Not knowing Hebrew is such a big, what's the right word? It's such a big lack. Wow, I can't even describe it. Like, that's called being, whatever. That's basically being unknowledgeable of the very message clearly put that God wants to give to us. I'm just saying, it's very important to know Hebrew. Doesn't mean that it has to be that way in order to learn any Torah. No, it doesn't actually mean that, but, we're missing a lot if we don't know Hebrew. But anyway,